Toledo Mud Hens, their fourth pitcher of the game, is entering, and that's Woo-Suk Go, the 27-year-old from South Korea. Look at the bottom third of the order: Strumpf, Chavers, and Cantrell. Strumpf with a solo home run of the second, still the only run for the Iowa Cubs, one of their 2 hits in this game. Woo-Suk Go began the season with Miami in AAA Jacksonville. He has pitched 17 times between Toledo and Jacksonville on the season. And his first pitch is 93 elevated out of the zone to Strumpf, ball 1. A 4.37 ERA for Go. 22 and 2/3 innings, 26 strikeouts, and 10 walks. He fires a 1-0 pitch, and that's up and away with a fastball, 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. Here it is, and that's on the outside edge to Strumpf. Woo-Suk Go is into the strike zone here. Began his career with 7 years with the LG Twins in the KBO. Back home in Korea. It's a brief windup in the 2-1 pitch, and Strumpf drives it foul to right. He was a premier closer over there in the KBO, 139 saves over those 7 seasons. The Padres signed him last year to a 2-year, $4.5 million deal. 2-2 home to Strumpf. And a breaking ball is flipped outside. The curveball 81 miles per hour, and it's full 3-2. But after 10 relief appearances in Double-A last year, his first year with the Padres, he was traded in the Luis Arias trade. From the Marlins to the Tigers. Payoff pitch, Strumpf in the air to right. This one not deep, and Gage Workman is underneath it for out number 1. Parker Chavers, the next batter, bounced to short his first time up. When the Marlins, I should say that Arias trade sent him from the Padres to the Marlins, not the Tigers. That happened this year as Chavers hits one foul to left. The Marlins sent him to AAA for the first time, and he actually fared pretty well, but he ended the year at Double-A Pensacola with an ERA over 10. Next pitch to Chavers, up and away, and it's even a ball and a strike. And this year, he has battled injury a little bit. Went to Jacksonville at AAA for the Marlins in June and then was released after 5 outings by the Marlins. Chavers sends one foul straight back behind the plate, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. He then signed with the Tigers as a free agent again. Was on the injured list for a bit, including a brief rehab in High A West Michigan. 2-strike pitch outside to Chavers, and it's even. Take a look at the Mercy One out-of-town scoreboard in this inning. Bottom of the 8th, Omaha on top of Columbus 7-3. Chavers hits one on the ground towards second, moving to the left to Anderson. Picks it up and throws him out. There are 2 gone quickly here in the I-Cubs 5th. Top of the 8th, Durham leads Charlotte 3-2. Lehigh Valley is in front of Syracuse 4-1 after 7. That would be good news for Scranton Wilkes-Barre, who would then, I believe, have a magic number of 1. They would be up 3 games with 3 to play. They'd need 1 win or 1 Syracuse loss to lock in a playoff spot. 2 outs for Hayden Cantrell, a strikeout victim his first time through. And he looks at strike 1 here. Nashville 15, Louisville 3 at the bottom of the 7th. Nashville scored 6 in the 2nd, 4 more in the 4th. Top 7, Indianapolis 6-3 over Gwinnett. Everything else has gone final as Cantrell fouls one right down off of his right foot. limping up the first baseline with the count 0-2. And Usuk Go looking for 1-2-3 inning. Jacksonville again over Norfolk 8-5. Memphis 10-4 over St. Paul. Buffalo shut out Scranton 2-0. And Rochester wallops Worcester 10-1. Finals in the International League. Cubs down 1-0 to the Reds in the bottom of the 8th. Just one hit for the Cubs. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-1 Toledo here. The 0-2 to Hayden Cantrell. Just off the outside corner for ball 1. Milwaukee trails the Angels 2-1. They are in the 6th. Wind in the 1-2. And that's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cubs clinched a playoff berth yesterday and had their big celebration with champagne in the clubhouse after that one. 2's across the board. The 2-2 is tapped softly on the left side. Picked up by Go. Plants it, throws to first, and it's off target. Pulling his foot was Navigado. Cantrell moving well down the line. He's able to reach. The I-Cubs have a 2-out base runner. And a chance for Cantrell to make his way into scoring position here with 2 outs. Good speed over there. An infield hit for Cantrell. The official scoring. And now Nicky Lopez 0 for 2 at the top of the order. Cantrell a jumping lead off of first. Navigado holding him, and Go delivers on the outside corner, strike 1 to Lopez. Hayden with 19 stolen bases. He's only been caught 3 times. Lee is in at third. The rest of the infield deep into the pull side. There goes Cantrell. This is up and away. The throw to second, though, is on the money and puts the glove of Newman right on the shoulder of Cantrell to end the inning. Just the 4th time he was caught stealing this year. The I-Cubs will have the top of the order at the plate in the 6th, but they're still down 2. Bottom of the 6th underway. Top of the order for the I-Cubs against Usuk Go. And the first pitch in for a strike to Nicky Lopez, who is 0 for 2. All right, we've had some people begging for a trivia question. So we'll take care of that here in the 6th. Can answer at broadcast at iowacubs.com. 1 strike pitch outside for ball 2. We know the Cubs clinched a playoff berth yesterday. Their last playoff appearance came in 2020 in that COVID-shortened season. They ended up losing in the wild card round to the Marlins. The 1-1 is in the dirt from Go. 2 balls and a strike. Nicky Lopez will swat the ball that trickled out in front of the plate over toward the I-Cubs dugout. Helpful guy, and it's 2-1. We want to go back to the last time the Cubs made the playoffs in a full season, 2018. Go fires, and this is high to Lopez. 3 balls and a strike. The I-Cubs trying to put the leadoff man on for just the 2nd time tonight. And you got some of your big hitters coming up in a 1-run game. 3-1 pitch. Lopez takes all the way, and it's a strike from Go. But I guess it's a question that I'm wondering 2 things. It's not that long ago, 2018, but it was the 1-game wild card back then. And who did the Cubs lose to in 2018 in the wild card game as Lopez takes down an in-ball for it? So Burrish Home Solutions walk for good. To begin the 6th inning, Burrish Home Solutions is Iowa's only Platinum Premier certified contractor. So the trivia question is, last time the Cubs made the playoffs in a full season is Billy Hamilton will come in and pinch run for Lopez. Who did they lose to in that 1-game wild card playoff? And who was the Cubs starting pitcher in that game? It was an extra inning affair, if that helps jog your memory. But broadcast at iowacubs.com. Who did the Cubs lose to the last time they made the playoffs in a full season in that one-game wild card, and who was their starting pitcher? First pitch high and tight to Dixon Machado, who ducks out of the way. Machado 0 for 2 in this one. Hamilton caught stealing yesterday. Got a big lead at first. Go fires, and that's up and in for ball 2. You know, it's interesting. You wonder how aware Woo-Suk Go is of who Billy Hamilton is. I think most American players, or the older guys, certainly know, but guy who was in Korea his whole career. Prior to 2 years ago, there's a strike, and it's 2-1. And I'm sure it's in the scouting report now that Hamilton is signed, but you just wonder how much awareness there is for what Billy Hamilton did from a younger Korean pitcher. Throw to first, and that gets away down the right field line. Hamilton on the move now. He'll blaze around second and dig for third, and he'll get in there standing up. You know, even when he's not actually running, he causes some problems. Pitchers, catchers try to speed things up a little bit. And Hamilton draws an errant pickoff throw and ends up at third. The tying run 90 feet away with nobody out here in the 6th inning. And an error on Toledo's pitcher. Now the infield has to come in for Machado. And Go is behind him, 2 balls and a strike. A lot of ways to tie this game now. Go out of the stretch is ready. Here it comes. And that's up and in. Ball 3. Go with that teal covered glove. Comes set with the ball inside for the 3-1. Machado takes on the upper inside corner. He took a step toward first, but will be called back for a 3-2 pitch. And now the payoff pitch. Machado, a check swing, jammed bouncer off of his foot, a dead ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just barely got a piece and fouled that down. Big at bat here. A couple of big hitters coming up next as well. As the 3-2 from Go is on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got a fastball by Machado for out number 1. 1/3 of the battle finished for Woo-Suk Go. And now Carlos Perez, 87 RBI. He has walked and singled today. Will have the same opportunity Machado did to tie the game with a base hit or a sac fly. Infield still in. The first pitch to the catcher. Up and in, ball 1. Perez having an incredible year. 2nd in the league in OPS. 3rd in home runs. Waits for the 1-0. Swings and skies this to shallow left. He got underneath it. The shortstop Newman trying to go back on it, and he makes the catch and then drops the ball. Throw back to third. Hamilton sneaks back in there. He had been on the base when the ball was dropped, so that is not a force out. He had to tag him. And now men are on the corners with 1 out. Boy, it looked like Newman had the baseball in his glove. He brought his hands together, and then it squirted out. He had to go a long way back. He got there. It was in the webbing of his glove, but he just couldn't squeeze it. And so runners now safely at first and third on the misplay by the shortstop. And that's the tough part about having the infield in. A little pop-up like that can turn into trouble. 2nd error of the inning. Now 2 on for Jonathan Law. First pitch is a slider down and away from Go, ball 1. The errant pickoff throw got Hamilton to third. The drop pop-up allows Perez to reach. Huge play. In a 2-1 game, Toledo leads. Long swings at the next pitch and comes up empty with a big uppercut hack. So it's 1-1 on the iCubs first baseman. Leads the team with 90 runs batted in. He got off on Tuesday, got the start yesterday. With the ball and a strike to pitch. Way high and tight. Long leads out of the way, and now a right-hander getting up in the Toledo bullpen. Long is third in the league in RBI behind Edwin Rios of Louisville, who has 91 and is in second. He could match or surpass him here. Waggling the bat before the 2-1. Long floats it foul off the end of the bat, and it's even 2-2 all of a sudden. Now that runner at third with nobody out. Machado struck out. They should have had 2 outs, but Newman dropped the pop-up by Perez. Go deals again. A 2-2 pitch. Long smokes it foul to the right side. Hamilton, great speed at third. Perez the runner at first, and the 2-2 again to Long. Ground ball up the middle into center field, a base hit. Perez is going to dig for third. Cruz with a throw on one hop, and Carlos is out, but the iCubs tied the game on Jonathan Long's 91st RBI of the season. The iCubs take advantage of 2 Toledo errors and even the score here in the 6th. A hard ground ball just out of the reach of the shortstop Newman and into center field. And Perez is then put out 7-5. An ill-advised decision there to try to get to third. And it'll be a man on first with 2 outs as the catcher visits the mound. Looking for a better way? ABI Attachments knows Iowans are always looking for a better way. ABI Attachments enforced by ABI Machines are ready to take your outdoor maintenance to the next level, and most importantly, they are American-made. From the sports fields to the equine arenas, ABI has the attachments and machines for all your premium turf and dirt needs, including the versatility, quality, and innovation the other companies don't prioritize. Come see their latest innovations at the IQHA Ranch Horse Futurity, underway right now at the Iowa State Fairgrounds through September 21st. Because winners start from the ground up, ABI a better way. Back behind the plate is Valencia, and James Triantos stands in with 2 outs and takes low ball 1. One-0 pitch. That's low and away to Triantos. 2 balls and no strikes. Go up over 40 pitches here in his second inning. Triantos came into play hitting 190 in September. Trying to change that with a line drive toward left, but it's foul through the bullpen for a strike 1. James with a tough series last week in Indianapolis. Game tied at 2 now. The iCubs have still been out hit 5-4 in this one. 2 errors looming large in this inning for the Mudhens. 2 balls and a strike. Go nods to Valencia. And fires. Triantos with a line drive to left, sending Cruz back a couple of steps, but more or less right at him for the second out of the inning. Actually, the final out of the inning, pardon me. That was out number 3 after